Can you go test it? Okay, we are very late to the backcast. But welcome to Huron River Rats versus Saline Skyline High School. This is the third game between these two teams this season. The last one being won 21-12 at the C-Home tournament this past weekend. We're about 2/3 of the way through the first quarter and there is no score. All of the offense that Huron seemed to have over the weekend has disappeared. But we have our first goal. Ian Patel. 1-0 Huron. We're a little late, but we'll do our starting lineup. In goal, number 1, senior Max Greinader. Number 2, senior Aiden Berman. Number 3, Christian Grudzinski. Number 4, Ian Patel, who just scored. Looks like we are not playing Luke Bonnell tonight. I do not see him out there. And that might help explain why we've been having so much trouble on the offense. Although a nice defensive stop there. Rounding out the starting lineup, we have 16, Camp Streeter, who receives the outlet pass from Max Greinader. I believe Ivan Wu is playing and has the ball currently. And took a shot from outside, which was saved. And now leads to a Saline Skyline goal. Really unfortunate because Greinader had held up the offensive player. There was probably 3 or 4 seconds for the Skyline defensive player to get back, and that did not happen. By the Skyline keeper. So the first period ends with the score 1-1. Help me understand here, Niels. Do you see Luke out there?
No, he's in his swimming. He's swimming, and I saw him with his swim cap. So I don't see him.
There he is, number 9.
Yeah.
But he's just not playing. Okay, Huron gets set, and I have located Luke Bonnell. He is on the sideline for this game. Not sure if he is a healthy scratch or what's going on. I also don't see our new player, Ethan Young, out there.
Ethan's playing.
What number does Ethan wear? Sprinting for Huron at the beginning of the second quarter is number 16, Cam Streeter. And we're set to go. And the sprint is won by Cam, so Huron will start on offense. Ian puts it over to Ivan Wu. Back to Ian Patel. And Ian scores from way outside, about 20 meters. And I think that's correct. I think that was Tala's shoe. And now we have Luke Bonnell entering the game. Cam Streeter in the set D position. That's some aggressive defense by Christian Grudzinski. Nice play. And a great goal by Skyline. Quick pass and a nice shot into the corner. It's going to be tough for the Huron team.
Lucas in.
Ian Patel called for a foul, and the ball goes back to Skyline. Huron struggling a little bit to get into their defensive set. Griner makes the save but puts it out for a 2-meter for Skyline. Ball almost stolen by Luke Bonnell. And errant shot over the bar for the Skyline player, number 11. Ball comes out to a player wearing number 6. I am wondering if that is our new player, and turns the ball over immediately, throwing it directly to a Skyline player. Great goalkeeping by Max Griner. Swims out and steals that ball. Makes the outlet pass to Ian Patel, who's looking for someone to pass it to. Puts it all the way over to the other side to Nico Harding. Into Christian Grudzinski. Good save by the Skyline keeper. And a little bit slow. Huron could have had the rebound there, but the Huron player was not able to get up there fast enough and is having trouble getting back on defense, in fact. Good defense by Christian Grudzinski. Ian Patel had come off trying to get an early jump on the possession, but unfortunately the ball went into the corner and Grinders having to retrieve it. He gets it up to the player wearing the 6 cap. We will find out at halftime which player that is. Puts it in the corner. And in for the first time does Luke Bonnell at set, who gets fouled.
Find it back, just find it back.
Another bad pass for Huron, turns it over. And it remains 2-2 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Huron having some real problems getting back defensively. And nice defensive play by Huron. The Skyline player puts the ball under the water and loses possession. Into Christian Grudzinski. Let's see if he takes a shot. He does. It's a nice one, and he scores. 3-2 for Huron. Looks like a formula that could work. I am not sure why the team is playing either co-captain Aiden Berman or, it appears, Luke Bonnell. Oh no, it looks like we're going to get them both in the pool at the same time. So now we're seeing really Huron's starting line for the first time in this game. Good save by Max Griner on the skip shot. Puts that one up and over for a 2-meter for Skyline. Oh, errant pass by Skyline almost leads to a turnover. Oh, nice play by Luke Bonnell. And the ball goes to the left side of the cage. And Griner will look for that outlet pass, does not have an obvious target. So instead he throws it to Christian, who puts it forward to Ian Patel, who for the first time is looking over at Luke Bonnell with...
Yo, ref. Oh, he's getting mauled. Finish.
And there it is. There is the shot. I don't know what happened there. I do not know what happened. It looked like the Huron player had 3 seconds to shoot the ball, but never did. He just simply never shot. He was literally wide open on the far post and did not take a shot. After a nice pass by Ian Patel. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, as Huron is back on offense after a good defensive stand and a turnover.
Yes. In the loop.
Christian puts it over to Ian Patel, who gets it into Luke at the set position, who gets fouled. He's going to throw it to number 7, who gets fouled, and there's a kick out. Number 17, or number 12 rather,
Completely slapped his hand.
is excluded. And we have a timeout by Huron. All right, it's looking a little better for the Huron offense, although they've only scored 1 goal this quarter. Really struggling to get going after scoring 21 goals against this team just a couple days ago.
Is Luke sick or something? I don't know why he wasn't playing.
Well, I think it's not just one player. I mean, I think we have some junior players out there, and we're just slow and not really moving the ball around quickly. People have shots and are not taking them. It's a far cry from what we got to witness this weekend. But there's a whole half of water polo to go. Maybe we'll see some more offensive sparks in the second half. All right, out comes Huron. Looks like Griner will start with the ball at half pool with 1 minute and 23 seconds to go, although he wants to make sure not to get beaten out of the cage. Oh my goodness! The ref literally was looking down the line, and okay, enough said.
I have best angle that one in.
He had the angle, and he decided that it was not a goal. So we will just leave it at that.
Good Luke.
Great defensive play by Luke Bennell, who gets it back to Max Griner, puts it out to Ian Patel on the wing as Huron moves forward, trying to get a fourth goal before halftime. Oh, nice pass straight into Luke Bennell, who's going to score. And Huron has doubled up Skyline in a game that really could not look more different than their game this past Saturday. A low-scoring affair this time. All right, so Skyline will have 32 seconds to go. Hopefully Huron can focus defensively and get a stop. Nice stop by Griner, but unfortunately there had already been an exclusion on the Huron player. Great save that time. A double exclusion. Another great save. And it goes for nothing because the Huron players just there were not enough of them, and they were not focused enough to get the rebound off of Griner's second save. Does not look like River Rat water polo. It's lethargic. It's ugly. You got your goalkeeper making two clutch saves with less than 10 seconds left, and we allow there to be a rebound.
Second one.
Well, number 6 and number 2. So Aiden was the second exclusion. Number 6 was the first exclusion. Let's go find out who number 6 is.
It might be Ethan.
All right, so we have another guest on the show. Well, really the same guest.
Yep, pretty much.
Niels Greinader. This is brother to our keeper, Max Greinader. So Niels, you were watching the first half. What did you think? What's going on?
I don't know what's going on with the team. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, they're huddling up, and it looks like they're having a pretty heated discussion over there. We'll swing the camera around so you can see it. Being led by Coach Barnett, and presumably talking about what was going wrong in that first quarter. This is definitely a game that matters, so we don't want to, having beaten this team twice, once at Saline High School and once at the tournament, really blowing them out, it would be a shame to drop the game at home, right?
Yeah.
A game that counts for seeding for districts. But as we said before, there's a whole half to go, so hopefully the guys can figure out what's going on and get to the root of it. All right, with about 40 seconds to go, Huron does their chant, and starters get ready to jump back in the pool.
Cam, Aiden, Max, Luke, and Nico.
Yeah, so I don't know if you could hear that. Camp, Christian, Aiden, Max, Luke, Ian, and Nico. Getting ready to sprint it off.
Camp is 2-0, right?
Yep.
Sprints, I think.
Camp with 2 sprinting victories so far, and a handful this weekend as well against this team. All right, hopefully they come out with more energy this half. It's hard not to think that perhaps they were looked over this team a little bit, having beaten them so lopsidedly over the weekend.
I think Paul said.
But now they've got to know that this team is here to win, and they're going to have to play a little harder if they want to get the victory. Foul, and Ian Patel with a nice shot, but a good save by the Skyline keeper on the near post. That's a rare situation where Ian Patel shot and did not score. We were looking at his stats over the weekend, and he's got a 58% percentage in terms of scoring 58 goals on 100 attempts. Good field block there by Huron. Great defense. And Max Greiner is going to retrieve that ball and look for the quick outlet to Ian Patel. All right, another chance for Huron to put some distance between themselves and the Skyline team. And the ball is just given away by number 5, Nico Hart. Did not not look like he really ever had it in his mind to possess that ball. Oh, attempted steal by him, Patel, but he's called for a foul. An outside shot, good save by Max Grinder. Number 12 on Skyline was the player that really caused them a lot of problems this weekend with the outside shots, so that's nice to see. Grinder certainly looks pretty dialed in tonight. On the wing, we've got Grudzinski, and another foul off the ball. As Huron continues to shoot themselves in the foot on the offensive end. Giveaways, fouls.
That's back to back.
And nice steal there. Good defense by Christian Grudzinski, and a nice steal. And we'll see if Grudzinski. Wow! Wow! I really thought he got fouled, but the ref saw it differently. And they call the foul on number 3, Christian. Ball stolen again. This is a
nice reoccurrence.
Bit of a exercise in offensive futility this half, as we really have only 1 or 2 shots taken.
Great
pass there from Christian over to Luke Bonnell, who takes the ball outside, gets it back to Ian Patel.
Yes, Nico. He's going to be ball under.
And ball given away again by Huron. They are definitely playing with their food here. They have just offensive possession after offensive possession. They keep having the opportunity to distance themselves, and they are not doing it. And again, they're able to wrestle the ball away from Skyline. We'll see if they can get it done this time.
Yes, Camp.
Outlet pass to Camp Streeter, who swims it up and puts it into the corner with Christian Grudzinski.
Ian's driving, no, he's not.
Ian Patel gets the ball at the top of the offensive area, throws it over to the wing, and the wing throws it into Luke Bonnell, who scores. All right, that's more like it. That's a nice offensive possession. Good pass there on the wing by,
Nico, I think.
It looks like Nico Harrison. He's wearing number 615, but I'm not sure that's him. It is, and he's out. Being replaced by number 6, and we have confirmed that is our new player, Ethan Young. So welcome to Ethan. Sorry I was referring to him as the player wearing cap number 6 in the first half, but we had to get the official word from Matt Berman, our stats keeper. Good save by Max Steiner. He has become a brick wall in this quarter, as Skyline is yet to score.
They should double the set.
Another good save, and a rebound by...
Yes, Christian.
And Max gets it forward to Christian, who's going to have a shot. He's going to have a one-on... Oh, but he puts it over instead. I believe that's Aiden Berman, and he's getting just mugged over there. I can't believe that wasn't called. He was absolutely mugged. Ethan Young swings it around and takes a shot, but good save. Huron's putting a lot of shots towards that near post. They got to get the message that Skyline keeper is not getting beaten on the near post. He is leaving lots of land on the far post there, but he's not going to get beaten on that near post. Skyline gets it into the set, and it's over to the side. And they get a goal. Simple as that. Grinder was slow to get over in the cage. He wasn't in position, and Camp Streeter did not pick up his man. This is why it's so dangerous for them to leave this game at 5-4. I really want to see Christian shoot on that. He had a 1-on-0 and he put the ball over, I believe, to Aiden Berman, but just take the shot. Really?
Is that not in?
I mean, that looked like it was 2 feet in. What is going on? We got our ref that we had from the Pioneer game who just made bad call after bad call, so I don't know. All I can tell you is what I see from up here, and that looked like Ayan Patel's shot was bounced 2 feet into the goal and was not called a goal.
Great tip.
Saved by Granitor. As he looks for an outlet. And he gets it to Ethan Young, who puts a pass a little bit too far, but they've managed to get it into Luke Bunnell at set. He gets fouled. Almost wish that foul hadn't been called because another save for Skyline. I think if that hadn't been called a foul, Luke Bunnell would have scored on that first play. But he had to restart and pass it away, and that ended up with the offensive play fizzling out. And we have an exclusion on Ayan Patel. This is tense for Huron because
they can't drop this game. Too much.
Great goalkeeping by Max Granitor. Really
came around opposite hand.
moved across the cage about 5 times there. He's going to shoot it, and he does. But it doesn't reach the Skyline goal. Well, we're going into the fourth period. We got a Skyline observer here. Did you see what happened on that shot from Ayan Patel? Didn't it look like it went in the goal?
It hit off the post.
It had to have been 95% in.
I mean, I don't know what they're looking at over there. But, all right, I appreciate your input. Good game, though, huh?
So far.
This is a lot better than the weekend. I wish it were a little less good. My understanding is this is sort of how Huron played in their game on Friday against Groves, which they eked out 7-6. They just looked, their offense was anemic. They weren't passing the ball very quickly. They didn't get good shots off. They missed their shots. It's the same thing that's happening here. And even some defensive breakdowns, like the goal that they gave up in that quarter where Granitor didn't get over in the cage, and Camp Streeter just simply didn't pick up the man on the far post. Camp, definitely one of our best defensive players. So very atypical to see that from him. All right, we go to the fourth quarter, and Huron still has a chance to eke this one out. All right, we got the same starting lineup. Streeter sprinting for us again.
Okay, if they get 2 or 3, it's over. Because Skyline, they're playing well on defense. Granitor has been good.
Yeah, Max has been pretty good in goal. I won't say perfect.
I mean, their
He's definitely given up a couple,
their
but
defense, they don't allow anything for the set so far. Like,
Streeter wins again. So Huron will start on offense.
Ian loves his outside shot. It's been working for him. That's a bad ball.
But they recovered. They got it back.
They stole it. That resets the clock.
They got a fresh 30. Yeah! All right. Really nice pass from Christian, I would say.
He had someone else.
He got Ian sort of, he put it to his side, so Ian was able to swing around.
Count?
Oh, that counted. He was able to swing around and put it in. So it's 6-4 Huron. Like Niels Grinder was saying, if Huron gets one or two more goals, I think this might be all she wrote. Probably two more goals, right? If they can get to 8, then they'll double up Skyline again, and that might be it.
Because again, they've been good on defense. They haven't been perfect. They've allowed some scrappy goals, but
Grady and Max, I don't know if you ever listen to Grady and Max, the sportscasters for the Celtics, but they always try to predict what point total the Celtics have to get to in order to win.
Yes, you've told me that.
And we're doing the same here. We think if, I think a betting man might even say if Huron gets to 7, they might win, because they've only been allowing 1 to 2 goals per quarter. But I think 8 would be a surer bet. A lot of that, I have to say, has been some saves by the goalie, by the Huron goalie, making about 4 or 5 saves a quarter. So certainly Skyline's taken some shots, and we don't want to leave it to chance. All right, Skyline restarts after the break, and here they come on offense. Oh, great play! Oh, it looked like Luke Bonnell had the steal, but called for a foul. Oh, number 5 with a great move right around Ethan Young, and he's going to take a shot, but it's stuffed by Granover. Good enough defense by Huron and good goalkeeping. All right, out to Ian Patel. Let's see if Huron can get another goal and put this a little closer to being out of reach. And it's into the set. Oh, but he doesn't get a good shot off. A rare situation where Luke Bonnell really just didn't get any mustard on the shot. I think that was a timeout by Skyline, but I'm looking to the scoreboard to see who they're going to credit that to.
I've never seen it if it has possession.
The scoreboard does not show possession. We'll pan over to the scoreboard, and the scoreboard is also not telling me who called the timeout, which I've attributed to Skyline. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you that it looks like Luke Bonnell maybe not operating at 100%.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many situations where he has a shot in the set position like that, and just it didn't reach the goalkeeper. He just stuffed it down, and I think he was trying to skip it, but never skipped. I think if the Huron team, knows that, then might be advantageous to give Aiden Berman a chance at set. All right. Speaking of Aiden Berman, he is out currently, and actually he's been replaced by Toli Neshvishki. So we've got a dual set with Ethan Young and Toli Neshvishki out there, along with our starters. As Skyline will start from mid-pool. Here they come. Nice defense still by Luke Bonnell and Cam Streeter. There's an outside shot, and he buries it. Not much Grinders can do about that. It was in the upper left corner.
Shot.
Upper left corner of the cage. Really nice shot. So it is 6-5, folks. With 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Yep. And they are still playing without Aiden Berman out there. I am not sure what Coach Barnett is doing. Over to Ethan Young, who puts it in to, I think that was Christian, and sort of bounced off of him awkwardly and went to the goalkeeper. Oh, but turned over immediately. Oh my goodness. Okay, almost turned over again. Turned over immediately by Skyline and back to goalkeeper Max Schneider. It was just sort of a bad pass, it looked like. All right, over to...
Gets mauled.
Well, that play that's been so reliable for them of getting it into Luke Bonnell in the set position is not working. And it just seems like Huron's not picking up on the fact that they're going to have to come up with something else if they want to score again in this game. Ryan Patel leaving lots of room for the Skyline player, but he opts not to shoot. Now we got a Skyline player that's driving in but makes a bad shot. Puts it over the bar, and we are restarting with Max Griner. I'll tell you, there's some tense moments here for the Huron fans. Into the corner with Ethan Young. And to the top, Camp Streeter puts it over to Toli Neshvishki, who's going to put it to Ian Patel, and I think this is going to fall to him.
Shot has been working.
He's getting fouled. But they know what's coming, and they've just got their arms up, and it's a lot of field blocks out there. And I think there's almost a little bit of panic because the Huron team doesn't know what to do. They're not playing Aiden Berman. Luke Bonnell is just not looking like Luke Bonnell. And it's a goal for Skyline. Christian Grudzinski beaten in the set position. Beaten cleanly and an open shot. Now we see Aiden Berman come back in. Now that we have a tie game with 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we look like we've got our full squad out there again. And Huron turns the ball over. I am just going to be really interested to find out what it was that Coach Barnett was going for here. He just is not playing the starting lineup, and the team is in trouble. Here we go, 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and it is tied, and Skyline has the ball. Let's see what team we're coming out with now. Well, now we're back to what would normally be our starting lineup. Why we weren't playing this at the beginning of the quarter, I don't know. Good defense by Luke Bunnell. He's called for a foul, but I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing what that was. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, I just had a
It looked like Max Grinder. I mean, I got to watch the replay on that. He got that ball completely cleanly. Completely cleanly. And was called for, I mean, I'm not sure if he was called for the foul or what, but he made basically no contact with the Skyline player. Just took the ball. All right, we got a chance for an outside shot. Oh! Good shot by Christian Brzezinski, but it's off the crossbar. And Skyline's going to have another shot to take the lead. And here's some lousy defense. What a save! Oh my God! All right.
Oh my God!
What a save by Max Grider. He just kept them in this game. Let me tell you.
Oh my! Come on, this is their time. Momentum.
I mean, we got Aiden Berman wide open over there. But the pass is bad and it goes over his head. Still 9 seconds to shoot. Ryan Patel with the backhand, but it is blocked. Wow.
Look, Aiden. Go.
All right, we got a timeout. And this is ugly, folks. This is ugly all around. We're in the midst of a street fight here.
What a save. Oh my, that was so stressful.
All right. Well, in 25 seconds, Huron will have the ball.
Overtime, it doesn't go straight to a shootout.
I don't know. If you go based on this weekend, there'll be a 3-minute or 6-minute sudden death period. So we saw Upper Arlington beat Pioneer in sudden death on Friday night.
First
score wins, yeah.
Wow.
But I don't know that's what we're going to play here. I've also seen it go straight to shootout, so we'll have to see what the refs want to do. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds to go. Huron's going to get their chant ready. All right, they look pumped up. Let's hope they play like it. We got Vineet Patel, our assistant coach, barking instructions to his brother. We'll see if we can get that one goal that might make the difference. Again, we said that if we thought Huron got to 7 goals, that might be enough. And now it looks like that's the case.
7 or 8.
Problem is they have only scored 1 goal this quarter.
Camp.
And Grinder gets it into Patel. We got Ethan Young open on the wing.
That's camp. That's camp.
No, I know. I'm just saying we had Ethan Young. We're down to 11 to shoot. It goes to Ethan on the corner, on the wing, and he should shoot. He should shoot, and he does. But once again, he puts it right at the near post. And I've said it. If I've said it once, I've said it about 10 times this game. You're not going to beat that Skyline keeper on the near post. He's way over committing to the near post. And yet we continue to shoot there. In fairness to Ethan Young, he might not have had much angle to shoot it anywhere else. So now Huron's going to be in the unenviable position of tie game with 45 seconds to go, and Skyline having the possession.
They go 2 for 1.
No, I don't think that's a thing in
Water polo?
in water polo. I don't think there's a 2 for 1.
No more timeouts though.
Well, they each have a partial timeout. So I only keep track of the full timeouts on the scoreboard here, but they do have a partial timeout. So if Huron is able to get a stop here, a defensive stop, then let's hope they are. Then they should be able to call that partial timeout and get the ball advanced. But first things first, they got to get a stop. They got to pick up their guys, and they got to prevent the get their arms up, prevent the pass into number 12.
Nothing through the set. Nothing through the set.
Number 12 who's playing set. You can see how much both Aiden Berman, Ian Patel, they're all cheating in towards the set. I just wonder what the strategy was for the pretty much like half of this game where we were not playing this lineup. Well, the Skyline faithful are cheering, and they should be, because Huron has let them hang around in this game, playing atypical lineups, playing anemically on offense, making a couple of defensive mistakes. They've allowed Skyline to hang around, and they deserve to be in the position they are in. Let's just hope that they can hang along. And if not, I can tell you there are going to be some frustrated players. Huron faithful cheering defense over there, being led by Matt Berman. And here we go. The ball's in, and the shot clock has started. 26 seconds.
They cannot let number 12 shoot.
Really? Really? Oh, stolen by Luke Bunnell! Unbelievable! 24 seconds ago. Looks like they're not going to stop the clock, so maybe they don't have... Oh, Bunnell is having trouble swimming away from his marker. He really just doesn't look like himself. Gets him in the corner to Camp Streeter. Let's see if they can get a shot off. No! They turn the ball over. They turn the ball over. And it will be Skyline that has the last chance. And it almost was a goal. Alright, so the game ends tied 6-6. Frankly, I think Huron is fortunate to be here. Some really amazing and heroic defensive play by Luke Bunnell. Are they lining up here or no? Looks like they're preparing for another period. I'm not sure what happened here. Are we still streaming? Can you check?
Yeah, you are.
So we got the three captains over here, three co-captains talking to the Skyline captains, and presumably the refs, although I can't quite make it out. All right, here they come.
Is it a shootout?
We're going to find out if we're going straight to a shootout, if we're having one more period. Man, that goal that was not called a goal.
Both of them. There was one here as well.
Yeah. I mean, those two goals where it looked to us like the ball had dropped into far enough into the cage to be a goal, and the refs did not call either of them for Huron. Those are looming large now. Although, let's face it, I mean, that's unfortunate, and that shouldn't be a thing, but that's not the reason why Huron's in this situation. They are in this situation because they are just not the same team tonight that they were the other night. Not even close. Do you know if we're going to have a penalty shootout, or is this or do we do a sudden death?
I thought it was B3, best of three.
The other night we were commenting that we were watching Pioneer play Upper Arlington, the Ohio team, and they did a 6-minute sudden death period. Yeah, which ended with Upper Arlington scoring with about 2 minutes to go. I think after that would have been the penalty shootout. But here I'm wondering if they just go straight to a penalty shootout.
Kind of looks like they're lined up.
It does look like they're lined up to take one more period. Yep. We got the full Huron team jumping in the water. So I think we're going to get one more period. I've advanced it to period number 5. Presumably sudden death. And once again, we have Camp Streeters sprinting for Huron. Chance to go 5-0 in sprints in this game. This could be a very important sprint, Niels, because it's a bit like the old NFL overtime rules, right? They score first, score a touchdown first, that's it. All right, here we go. 3 minutes it looks like the period will be. So very brief. And here we go. Camp Streeter's off. And looks like he, actually loses for the first time loses. He got to the ball first, but the Skyline player, sort of emblematic of this whole night, was just more Skyline on the man advantage with an errant pass, and they're down to 12 seconds on the clock. And we actually are no longer down to a man advantage. But on the same play that beat us before, Camp Streeter just did not get over to his guy. And it's a goal. It's not sudden death, but with the way Huron's been playing, that looks like it's we were actually back to full strength, and once again Camp Streeter, our defensive specialist, just did not pick up his man on the far post. Okay, here we go. We got Christian Grudzinski trying to get it into set, and there is nothing happening there. That is a play that's not going to work. As we've been saying since about the middle of the second quarter, they're going to have to find a new strategy for scoring.
They have their set. Hey!
Great save by Max Greiner. Keeps Huron in this game pretty much. As we've said a couple times tonight.
Just find Christian.
And he's having a hard time finding an outlet.
Yes, Camp!
And we've got it to Ian Patel. Camp Streeter with a great shot! And what have I been saying all game? That the Skyline keeper would not be beaten near post? And guess what just happened, folks? For the first time, he failed to move over in the cage, and he got beaten near post. He just did not get over. All right, 1 minute and 11 seconds. The drama is unbelievable here. Unbelievable.
They have a man.
I don't think the Skyline player realized what had happened. It was a field block, and they had a whole full 30 seconds left. But he didn't realize that, and he took a shot. All right, let's see if we can get one more outside shot from Ian Patel or someone else. Oh my goodness, almost stolen going to Luke Winnell. 7 seconds to shoot, and he beats his man. But he's getting murdered over there. Wow! And a foul is called with 0.4 seconds to go. Well, that was just insane. He was fouled about 5 times. He was fouled so many times over there, and the refs just did not call it. Save to end the game. So we are done, and it is 7-7. Wow, I'm just watching Luke Bonnell over there on the left wing, just getting absolute hammered by someone, and they don't call the foul.
And he beats his dude, and it's
He
like,
beats his guy. He's getting drowned by the guy, and they don't call the foul. That was mysterious. All right, now I do think we got a penalty shootout, right?
no, it's switch sides.
One more overtime period? Well, a lot of lessons from that overtime period. Number one, Camp Streeter got to the ball first, but basically was just out-willed by the Skyline player who managed to get their hands on it. So that's got to change. You know, really want to avoid the exclusion on the first play, but have to play that far post player. All right, here we go. We're gonna find out what we're doing now. Do we go to period 6 or do we have a penalty shootout?
Yep, I think it's a second shootout. Or no, it's a second overtime.
Well, I'll believe it when I see the time put on. Yep.
5 minutes?
Period 6. All right, here we go to period 6.
No, 3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Oh, no, okay. Yeah, but it's period 6. It's still 3 minutes. Tied 7-7. This is quite a game here. Quite a game.
No, he's a little bit in front of the sign.
All right, here we go. Oh. It looks like a false start.
They saw it.
It was a false start by the Skyline swimmer, and he gives up the ball, so Huron will start. It goes over in the corner to Ethan Young, who gets a foul, and almost gives the ball away, but gets it back to Luke Bonnell, who's playing way on the outside. There's 12 seconds to shoot. And he tries a shot from about, I don't know, 20 meters out and misses. So now the attention turns to the defense. Oh! Skyline just gives the ball away. And Luke Bonnell on the sprint, but he's not going to be able to outswim his guy. An exclusion. All right, and Huron takes the timeout. Well, this is pretty exciting, Niels. I mean, unfortunately, our exclusions, our 6-on-5s, have not been our strong suit this season. But one would hope that we would make an exception in this situation. All right, Griner brings the ball, gets it to Ian Patel, who puts it over to Christian. Back to Ian Patel, who you have to figure for a shot here, and he scores! Yes! Huron 8, Skyline 7. Wow, that was a great play. Luke Bonnell made a great save there to prevent that from being stolen. He got it back to Aiden Byrne, who found Ian Patel, who took his time. Took his time, brought himself around so that he had an angle and buried it. That was just exactly what we've been waiting to see all game. All right, we got
They need one more.
All right, Skyline will restart with 9 seconds to go. 1.9 seconds to go, and a turnover.
Yes!
A turnover. And to boot, we got a streaking Luke Bonnell, who is really motoring over here. And he's got 2 guys on him, but he gets it back to Cam Streeter, who's going to put it over to, I think that's Ethan Young.
Yeah.
Puts in the corner to Christian Grudzinski, back to Ethan Young, over to Ian Patel, presumably, who's going to take an outside shot, and it's a nice save by the Skyline keeper. We're down to 57 seconds. Oh my goodness, the drama here. The drama. It's a 2-meter. It is a 2-meter. A nice save by Max Greiner, but unfortunately, that's going to give a fresh 30 back to Skyline, who can pretty much hold for the last shot here. One more defensive effort is needed by Huron. One more defensive stand. And here, what a save! Unbelievable! What a save by Max Greiner. That was huge. That was huge. He's not going to give that ball up. Okay. I thought he was going to hold on to that ball. He got his left hand up real high and kept that out of the net. Wow. Wow. We got some stunned silence here by Skyline. And I'd be stunned too.
Hey, once this game ends, I'm just going to run to the soccer field. The stadium, okay?
Yeah. I mean, this has been about as up and down as a game could be. Skyline got a really good shot off there. Yeah. They have nothing to be ashamed of. That was a great offensive play. They were passing it well. They got a good shot, and it was just a better save. So you wonder what Skyline's strategy is going to be here, Niels. They've essentially got to dispossess Huron, right? I mean, they've only got 20 seconds left on the clock. It looks like they're only putting 20 seconds on the shot clock for Huron.
Yeah, that I don't understand. But it's fine. They can throw it out. Like Moxon just chuck it in the
Why are they not getting the full 30-second shot clock? I don't understand. Maybe 10 seconds had already come off at the time of the timeout. That's got to be what we're thinking. And we got a foul on the Skyline player.
Christian!
Max Schreiner's holding wisely, gets it over to Luke Bonnell in the corner, and this is quickly slipping away from Skyline, because they're just going to hold this ball, and Christian's going to score. Oh! Christian, okay. He could have scored. It was an open net. What a great game. I mean, I don't know what to say. What a great game. And we see the Huron players celebrating over there. Definitely a lot to look back at from this game, though. All right, hang on, because we will stick around for the JV game. Take a quick break. More exciting than the last time I saw you. All right, the refs are summoning the teams back. We will reset the scoreboard and get ready for JV. Period 6, wow. We got the Huron team in the corner here. Clearly getting hyped up about that. Really impressive finish from them. That's great. The Skyline parents giving their players a real round of applause. Let me see if I can swing around and see this. And it looks like we're getting ready for JV. All right, let's get our starting lineup. Looks like number 7, Ivan Wu, is going to be sprinting for Huron. Next in we have number 13. I'm going to have to figure out who's wearing cap number 13. Number 15, Nico Harding. Number 1A in goal, Isad Ustamir. Number 10, Liam Dooley. Number 12, I think that might be Everett, our freshman Everett. And then number 15 or 14, Methuselah. Starting out with a nice pass from Nico Harding. And we're going to have a 5-meter right off the bat. We'll see who'll step up and take this 5-meter. It's going to be Ivan Wu. And he scores. Nice job. 1-0 Huron. All right, so Skyline will restart. And the Skyline player gets by Liam Dooley, but it is stolen by Nico Harding. Nice defense by him. And he puts it back to Isad in the goal, who's going to make a nice long outlet pass to Methuselah. And he's gonna bring it in, which is just what he should be doing. And let's see him shoot. And he does, and he scores! 2-0 here. Very cool. Ivan Wu tries to get the steal, but gets called for a foul. Into the corner for Skyline. Nice defense there by a Huron player wearing cap 13. Oh, that's unfortunate. It looked like Ivan Wu got a clean steal there. But the Skyline player puts it over the bar. And Ustamir will start it out with a nice long outlet, just like the last play to Methuselah. Remember, Skyline failed to shut him down last time, so this time they do, and he makes a nice pass to Everett, but doesn't get quite enough sauce on the shot there. Well, now it looks like it's Huron that's not shutting the player down, and predictably, goal for Skyline. Ivan Wu's got the ball, driving hard into his player, and he's got a nice break there by Nico Harding. Nice defense by Skyline, but Nico gets away and puts it in the top left corner. That was a great play by Junior Nico Harding. All right, here comes Skyline. They pass it up, nearly stolen. And it is stolen. It is stolen by number 12. Great defense there. Eastside is looking for the long outlet, but he settles for just going to number 12. Some great passing here, and a goal. Looks like number 6, Ethan Young, makes it 4-1 for Huron. Hopefully we'll get one of the varsity players up here. It would be nice to get some input on what was going on with their lineups early on in the varsity game, and what the reaction was of the coaching staff to how they played, and of course how they finished. Incredible defense there by Ethan Young, but he's called for a foul. Skyline's going to have a chance to shoot with 9 seconds to go. Eastside saves it off his face, and Skyline goes for too much and misses on the far post. Being the father of a goalkeeper, I used to be a little critical of the face saves. And another goal for Huron. It's up to 5-1. That one scored by Talis Shu. As I was saying, I used to give Max a hard time about saving the ball off his face, but he made it very clear to me that face saves are saves just like all the rest of them. Of course, you don't see too many of them anymore, so I think foul, and Huron gets the ball back. And Ethan Young looking for the pass forward. It's a nice throw. And the ref's calling for the ball on the side. All right, so here he is. I predicted he would come. Max Griner, we got a chair for you.
I got volunteering to get to. I'm already late, but...
Well, we need a couple minutes of commentary. We had a couple questions about that game.
Is that the most tired you've ever been? Yes. Yes, correct.
The most tired you've ever been?
That game was horrible. It was so long.
Well, okay.
No, horrible.
We say horrible.
Mentally draining.
We have a couple questions. What? It looked like the lineups were quite atypical at the beginning of the game.
Yes, Luke is dealing with an illness, but decided to hop in despite that. But he was originally planning not to play today.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely observed from up here that Luke Bonnell did not look like normal Luke Bonnell. He was not generating power or being able to get free from the set position, which was a big problem for Huron. But looks like Coach Barnett might want you down on the deck cheering.
Oh.
Yeah, so you might want to go back down there. But just tell us really quickly. So Luke Bonnell was not feeling well, but then came in. But there was a lot of time where you guys were playing with either Luke Bonnell or Aiden Berman on the sideline. So you just almost never had the two of those guys together, which led to sort of these sets with Ethan Young and, let's say, Talis Shu or Nico Harding, and really struggled to score in those situations, and even made some defensive mistakes.
I'd agree, but I also think that's not entirely fair to Saline. I think Saline Skyline definitely came with a a really good defensive structure.
Yeah.
I think they set up really well.
Yeah.
You know, they're a tough team to break, but you know, I'm happy we got it done in the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should listen to the replay because the announcer went absolutely crazy with your final save. One of the nicest saves I've ever seen you make, I have to say. You got your hand up high. It was a great shot. It was going in, and you snatched it right out of the air.
He hit me with that same shot earlier.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which was admittedly also a really good shot.
Yeah, and he scored that one, and he did not get the last one. So I will say, wow, nice shot there from Ethan Young. I will say that there were we were also kind of upset about a couple balls that got dropped into the cage on the Skyline end and didn't get called as goals. I don't know if you could appreciate those.
I couldn't really see. It's like the worst angle, but.
And then a couple times where you got beaten on the far post, where you didn't get over in the cage fast enough, but also your player just didn't pick up the man on the far post.
What's supposed to happen when that happens is the player shifts over, guards the near post, so that I can stay central.
Yeah.
But we had a miscommunication.
Yeah,
and
twice.
Multiple
Both
times.
of them with Camp Streeter, which we were really surprised about because of his quality as a defensive player.
Multiple times Camp didn't get over
it.
Instead
Didn't get over, and
I had to get over.
It led to 2 goals, including their 7th goal, which is really the time in the game where it was most scary, right? You're down 7-6 with. It was funny that 7-6 play because it was an exclusion. You guys played great defense. They took so long that the excluded player actually came back in, so you were back to 6-on-6, and that's when they got the goal.
I think that's when we needed to press out too.
Yep.
Because once the 7th player came back in, we should have pressed. But I think Camp
was sort of staying in 6-on-5 mode.
Which in his defense is hard to blame.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often where you get the player back. All right, why don't you go down? Looks like varsity's down there. Go down there and cheer with your team. Good game. Amazing couple saves there at the end. Really. All right, so headed into the second period. It is 5-1 for Huron. This time we have number 13. Looks like he's going to sprint. I'm going to go find out who number 13 is, because I'm sick and tired of not knowing. Okay, we're back, and I missed a goal, unfortunately. Huron goes up 6-1 on another goal from, I believe that was Ivan Wu or Ethan Young. Looks like it was Ivan. We did find out that 13 is Ethan, not Ethan Young, a different Ethan, and 12 is indeed Everett, as we were mentioning before. Huron JV having another fantastic performance. Oh, Tallis thought he had the steal, but gets called for a foul. Oh, and there is a steal. Oh, Ethan very nearly. He did get the steal. Unreal. Look at this team swarm. Ethan really poked it away, and Nico Harding was able to get the steal, and he wins the exclusion. And a goal for Tallis Shu, and it is 7-1 Huron. Nice goalkeeping there from Isad. He's looking for the outlet. He's got to get it out. And he makes that long pass to Methuja, who's looking to shoot, but he actually makes a nice pass. It's a little too hard. It skipped away from his player in the middle. Nice idea. Oh, nice pass by Skyline. And they're able to, oh, great defense, but Ethan Young is called for the foul. Oh, Skyline with some great passing here. They get it over to their wing player. Let's see if he's going to shoot it. He does, and Isad makes a great one-handed save. And gets it all the way out. My goodness, I got to swing my camera around for all this passing, and it's into Methuja, who puts it off the top bar, but no goal. He is denied by the cage. Here comes Methuja again. This time he makes no mistake. And he buries it. Great goal. His second of the match. Good defense here by Huron. And Skyline is down to 6 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's a shot over the bar. Okay. Good save by the Skyline keeper. And here they come. Looks a little unbalanced there on the Huron defense. There's some confusion, and of course it leads to a goal. All right, with 2:15 left, Huron brings the ball up on offense. It goes to Nico Harding. Over to Liam Dooley. Nice pass from Liam. Oh, great shot and a great save. And look who's there. We got Nico for the rebound. He puts it back to Ivan. Woo! Finds the open net. Great team play by the JV squad. Foul on Skyline. Ball goes back to Huron, and we've got our cherry picker. Tallis is there. Oh, and he misses. But he gets his own rebound. And he tosses it back. There's nobody there, but we got a Huron player, Everett, closing quickly, gets it back to Tallis. He's looking for a pass rather than a shot. He gets it to Ethan, who looks like he's going to shoot. Oh, what a goal! He even faked me out. I thought he was going to go far post, and he snuck it in on the near post. Great goal for Ethan there. Oh, Skyline was trying to, they caught me sleeping, but they didn't catch Isan sleeping. They took the early shot from about mid-pool, and he was ready. Nice play there by Nico Harding, who puts it in to Tallis, who scores. It's 11-2. All right, Huron's got one more defensive possession to go here before halftime. Tallis going for the steal, commits a foul. It's really nice to see all the Huron varsity players are on the deck cheering for their JV squad. Ball recovered by Ethan Young, sent back to Esad, who's going to swim it up. Here he comes, looking good. He's a good swimmer. But Skyline is not going to let him get a free shot off. And the period ends in a field block by Skyline. So, with one half down, it's 11-2 in favor of Huron. Oh, we need some Rocky music here. Even the announcer's tired. Going into our 9th period of the night. All right, here we go. Into period 3. Sprinting for Huron, we have number 7, Ivan Wu. Some of the Huron players apparently thought the period had started when Skyline wasn't even lined up yet. And here we go. False start. So the ball will come to Ann Arbor Huron. Nice pass by Ethan, finds a streaking Everett, who, almost scores. What a save by the Skyline keeper. Puts it over the bar for a 2-meter. He pops it. And he gets it back out to Liam Dooley, who's in trouble. Nice play there by Ivan Wu, who makes a good shot, gets his own rebound, and puts it back to Tallis, who scores. Oh, got a feel for the Skyline keeper because he made a really nice save there, but unfortunately, the rebound did not drop to his team. Okay, ball turned over by Skyline, and it's back to Ann Arbor Huron. Ustamir with a very long pass drops it in there perfectly for Nico Harding, who almost scores, but it does not cross the line. Saw that one very clearly, did not cross the line. Short outlet by the Skyline keeper, and they get it up to their wing. Who is struggling to find someone, and looks like he almost lost the ball to Ivan Wu. He gets bailed out by a penalty call. And look at this. I mean, Huron has leaked out multiple players here, and they're just waiting for the ball to come to them, and here it comes. It's not a great outlet by Isad for once, but it turns into a goal. The dynamic duo up there of Harding and Shu. And it is 13-2 for Huron. Skyline restarts. Good defense by Ivan Wu. Gets that ball away from his marker and wins the penalty. Another errant pass. Isad, who's generally really good with the outlet pass, has had a couple misses though. Again, nice defense by Ivan Wu. Forward to Tallis, who takes a shot. Great save. I'm sorry that I missed it on camera. Really nice save by the Skyline keeper again. He's looking for an outlet. He finds one. The ball goes to a wide open Skyline player who makes another beautiful pass. But Ushamir is actually there. And he stuffs him again. That's some amazing goalkeeping play by the Huron backup. And then makes a beautiful outlet, long outlet, all the way down to Tallis Shu, who puts it in the corner. Man, Ushamir just doing it all. He's quick moving across the cage. That is really impressive. Because the Skyline player had made a nice pass. Skyline player, as I was saying, had made a nice pass from one end of the cage to the other, and Assad was over in a split second to cover. Another good save. Coach Dillon is telling Ethan to shoot there. Instead, he passes it over to Everett. And let's see if it goes over. Okay, it goes to, I think that's Methuselah wearing cap number 20s. Yep, it is. He switched caps on me. Nice shot there. And we're up to 15-2 with 1:42 left in this third quarter. Here comes Skyline. High arcing pass to their set. He passes it over to the wing. And unfortunately that wing put the ball about 2 feet underwater there. Not subtle. Long outlet pass to Methuselah. He's going to get to it. And he throws it across the pool. Oh, what a goal! Great goal by Ethan to make it 16-2. Skyline keeper looks disappointed, but really there's nothing he can be doing there. That's just wide open shots. Foul on Huron. It comes over and Assad shuts that down. Great save. Looks like he's got a great egg beater. He's just able to get up and get his hands wide. Methuselah loses the ball, but it's recovered. And a nice field block there, and a steal by Skyline. And let's see if they have a chance to break. They do not have enough players forward, but they get some quick outlet there. As they advance up this right side, there's actually a pass in the middle. Let's see if they see it, but they didn't. Unfortunately, the Skyline player went for a shot when he really had a wide open player in the middle who made a really nice drive to the net. Okay, so at the end of the third quarter, we are up to 16-2 in favor of Huron River Rats. And I'll tell you, with it going on 8:20 here, I'm ready for this to wrap up. Because of the extra time periods, we are considerably behind schedule. Okay, here we go. Last quarter. All right, looks like we may have a new sprinter for Huron. Yeah, we do. It's Methuja. See how he does. And looks like he's going to get to the ball first. He does. Nice swim there, Methuja. He gets it over to Nico Harding. As we still got a fair portion of the Huron squad over there cheering for their JV compatriots. Nice passing there by Skyline. But they commit a foul and it's back to Ann Arbor Huron. Ethan sees Methuja, puts it over on him, and Methuja with a nice shot, but a good save by the Skyline keeper, who looks disappointed that it's a 2-meter, but he kept the ball out of the net, which is really the main objective there. Ball comes in to Nico Harding. He looks like he's looking for a pass, and he finds Tallis. See if Tallis gets a goal. And it's 17-2. All right. We are down to 3 minutes to go. Skyline looking for the restart. Looks like they've got a shot, but their player was called for a foul. Esau dumps it off to Tallis, who's looking for a pass forward, and he finds one. He finds Methuja streaking towards the goal. Some good swimming. Methuja passes it into double cover. Well, that didn't work out. All right, there we go. Good outlet by the Skyline keeper. Oh, and they've got a guy on the backside. Let's see if he sees it. He's wide open, and they just aren't seeing that. They had a guy wide open for about 4 or 5 seconds back over there. And ultimately, their shot goes off the sidebar. Long outlet, all the way down to Nico Harding. And he's looking, he's got, I think that's Ethan in the middle. But he should just go, drop it. Looking for Nico to take the shot there. Or at least to push in. To force the keeper to move. Oh, great shot. If I missed that, I apologize. Great shot by Skyline. Ricochets in off the post. Okay. We're down to the last 80 seconds. Nico Harding with the ball. And it is 17-3. Ball all the way back out. Picked up by Harding, who puts it in the corner wisely as the shot clock was expiring. And here comes the Skyline keeper swimming into the corner, going to grab that ball and try to make a quick long outlet if possible. He settles for a short one. Nice move there by the Skyline player, but held on to it too long. Got fouled. And ultimately it's a routine shot for Esad, who makes the save. Esad's holding the ball, content not to advance it as they have a 14-point lead. And with the clock nearly at 8:30, that is it for a long night of water polo. Some great games from the Huron River Rats and from the Skyline team. Skyline. A lot of their fans still here. Really impressive. So our next game, we do not have a game on Thursday, so our next game will actually be Friday against St. Charles of Ohio at the Saline tournament. So we hope to see you there.